Hi everyone, welcome to this update video. I hope that you're doing good this morning. We're going to be talking about what is happening. So there is still Hurricane Ernesto out there. Matter of fact, it had weakened down to a tropical storm when it was closer to Bermuda because of some unfavorable conditions that were setting in, some dry air intrusion, as well as some upper level winds. And strong upper level winds interfere with tropical cyclones when they are trying to get themselves together, and it helps to induce weakening. So that happened, but since Ernesto has re-strengthened and we can see it well away from Bermuda now, well offshore the US, but not too far from Atlantic Canada. Now, looking out in the main development region, there is a tropical wave out there, but there's also quite a bit of dry air. So that is what is kind of helping to keep things quiet right now. And then as we head to the Caribbean, as we zoom in, we can see some showers and thunderstorms popping up near Central America, and that is associated with a tropical wave within the area. Elsewhere across the Caribbean, nothing crazy going on, so we're going to be looking at the rainfall forecast for today, and then we're going to be talking about the potential of development, because there are hints of that as we're going to be heading into next week and even the following week to close off the month of August. So here we have the Euro forecast. We can see some of those colorful shadings for parts of South Florida as well as the northern Bahamas. So there could be some decent downpours as we head through today. For the central and southern Bahamas and even Turks and Caicos, not as much rainfall around. Some scattered showers and thunderstorms across parts of Cuba, Jamaica, Hispaniola, Puerto Rico, and even through the Lesser Antilles as we head through today. Things may be a little bit on the drier side for the Virgin Islands as well as the Cayman Islands. ABC Islands likely to be pretty dry today, as well as parts of northern South America, sections of the Guyanas, Venezuela, and we could see a bit of action in parts of northern Colombia. As we saw, a tropical wave is in the Western Caribbean headed to Central America, so the area is likely to remain active with those showers and thunderstorms popping up around here and there. Now, looking at the other ocean basin, the adjacent one, which is the Eastern Pacific, there is a lot going on. We've got a tropical storm over there, Gilma, which recently formed, as well as 3 other areas to watch for development. That area shaded in red indicating a high chance of formation, medium chance for that orange shaded area, and a low chance for that yellow shaded area. So it's pretty active over there. The Eastern Pacific generally sees quite a bit of activity each year. The good news, none of these is a problem for land right now. And then as it pertains to development in the Atlantic Basin, let's head on to that. We're looking at the Euro ensemble members here. So we can see these clusters of these L's showing an airflow pressure forming, and this is as we're going to be heading to Monday evening of next week, so just over a week from now. And then as we're going to be heading into next Thursday, take a look at this. We see all of these members here for that system taking whatever tries to get itself together into the Caribbean. All of these showing, some of these showing a lower latitude system. Some want to show it headed more to the northeast Caribbean. So there's bound to be some changes, by the way, in terms of what is expected. But we can definitely see that there are those hints of development, and then we can see that other cluster of members behind, probably suggesting something else out there will be trying to get itself together. But one of the main inhibiting factors, as I had mentioned earlier, is the dry air. So we're looking at the dry air map, and even ahead of the current tropical wave that is headed to the Caribbean, there is quite a bit of dry air, and the dry air, it really helps to suppress significant shower and thunderstorm activity. But when we have all these tropical waves coming off one behind the other, they'll help to clean up that dry air and really add moisture to the atmosphere, which in turn increases favorability for future systems that will move into the area. So as of right now, I'm expecting that this tropical wave here is going to be struggling with all this dry air ahead of it. So it is not marked for development, and I'm not expecting much to become of it. If it manages to maintain some of its shower and thunderstorm activity, then it could enhance the rain for the Lesser Antilles. But aside from that, I'm really not expecting much from it. And in terms of other conditions out there, though, the sea surface temperatures, very warm, very favorable right now to support development. But of course, that's not the only factor to look at. We've got the dry air, as we just highlighted, as well as the upper level winds. And once those upper level winds are pretty strong, as I mentioned before as well, that helps to interfere with development. But when those upper level winds aren't so strong, then tropical cyclones or developing systems will have a much better chance to get themselves together once other conditions are also conducive. And so guys, that is what is going on. That's what I wanted to share with you in this update video. We could see our next system by next week headed to the Caribbean. So we always want to keep watch. And of course, we're heading to the most active phase in the hurricane season that is going to be resuming soon. So I hope you found this update to be informative, but if you do have questions, please leave them in the comments. I'll respond when I have the chance to do so. And remember to always be weatherwise.